What's up guys, my name is Danny, founder of Silky Socks. I'm making this tutorial here to show you how to set up a custom art file with your design using Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. We get questions all the time asking, how do we set up our design so we can get our logo on the front and some text on the back or logo on both sides? So I'm going to cover all that today, and hopefully by the end of this tutorial you'll be an expert on setting up your own artwork and your own mock-ups using some of these tools that we're going to provide you with. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm here on silkysocks.com, the homepage. So first thing I'm going to do is go access those templates. In order to do that, I'll click Wholesale and I'll scroll down to Design Templates. That's going to bring me over to a Google Drive link, and I want to grab the all white socks template and download that. So I'll double click and download. Now that that's ready, I'm going to right click and open with Adobe Illustrator, and I've got my blank socks template here. So what it shows is two socks in a pair laid next to each other, and basically when you set up your artwork you can treat this as the front file, the back file, or where it's a side to side layout and we'll place the logo on each side, which is what we're going to do here. In my layers section here, I've got the top layer showing the blue guides and then the blank socks, and then the second layer is where I'm going to place my artwork. So next, I'm going to start designing a sock for Roosevelt High School. It's going to be a camouflage sock, so I'm going to grab my camo pattern here and bring it into the art layer. And notice how it bleeds all the way over the document, even outside of those two guide boxes. That's critical. I want to do that because I want the file to have bleed area as well. So now I'm going to go ahead and hide the image layer so I can see what's going on, and I could still see the blue boxes, and I'll plug in the team logo on the file. So here I got the Roosevelt logos. I'll bring these in. I'm going to create a new layer for those, and I'll place one on the left side and one on the right side. That basically will cover the logo on both sides of the sock, and in this case the client also has his own logo, the cause logo, and he wants it near on the foot part. So I'll put one here, and I can copy and paste that and put the second one here. And last step, but critical, is I'm going to go ahead and hide the blue guides, and I've got my completed art file with the background extended and the logo on both sides, top and bottom. And I can go ahead and save this file as a PDF vector file. So I'll go to my desktop here and name it Roosevelt Camo Print File. Okay, so now I have my print file. Next step, I'm going to save this as a JPEG so I can actually create a mock-up as well. So I'll go to File, Export As, and I'll go to JPEG, and I'll call it Roosevelt Camo JPEG. Okay, I'm going to go back to the website to create the mock-up for the client. Check this out. The way I'm going to do that is click on Design Lab, and we're designing the custom streetwear sock, so I'll click here and I'll click on Customize it. Now remember, when I say mock-up, I mean a proof that you can actually show your client, which is critical because in the order process, if you want to get an order approved, you got to show your client the mock-up and show them what it looks like. The file is internal for you and for us for production, but the client always needs to see the mock-up. So here I am, I've got my blank socks template, pretty much the same thing we saw in Adobe Illustrator. I'm gonna go ahead and hit add image and bring in that JPEG. I'll go to upload, new image. There it is right there. Alright, now you see the image is brought in. I'm gonna extend it all the way to cover from dotted line to dotted line, top to bottom and side to side. Got a little bit more. Nope, that's good. Then I'll hit the preview button and I've got my preview of what it looks like. I'm happy with that. It looks great. Now I'll click here and hit the download button. It's going to download it for me here in the left corner. And I'll preview that. Boom, and there's your completed mockup. Now just make sure you label this, maybe name the file or label it on the top that this is the side view of each sock. If your client wants the logo on the sides, you can just make sure you tell them that and tell us that, and that's the side view. We call it the side to side layout. And away we go. Next, I want to grab one of our athletic socks, which is, we call it the Blackfoot sock, but now it actually comes in many different colors. We've got blue, red, and a couple more colors on the way. So the athletic sock is nice because it's got a cotton base with extra cushion. So let me go ahead and grab that template. And I've got the template for the Blackfoot athletic sock. The sublimation area will be from the ankle up. Let me show you guys. So first I'll download this here. Right click, open with Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so I'm looking at the top half of the sock, the part that actually gets the print. So the foot is going to be solid black, and the white area from the ankle up is the part that gets the print, the sublimation part. Hence, the black foot base and the white top is where we'll place our design right now. So again, I've got two layers. One is just guides and the image of the sock, and one is for design area. So I like to hide the image and just keep my blue guides visible, and I'll go ahead and grab the artwork that this client wants. So this is for a group called Mirage Basketball. We got this checkerboard pattern here. I'm going to go ahead and copy this and bring it into the artwork area. And notice how it covers the entire sock, the entire artboard that is, outside of the blue boxes as well, and your critical stuff will go inside the blue boxes or inside the guide boxes. So make sure you cover the entire document in your design process. So now that I got the background, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the logo. I've created another layer for that. So I come here, I'll grab these two Mirage logos here, I'll paste that into here. Now this is for the front of the socks. They want the same logo on the front of both feet. So I got one on the left side and I've got one on the right side. Okay, cool. So I like the way that looks. That's my front. Last step, I'm going to hide the guides, and I've got my completed print file here. You got to make sure you hide the guides so that way when we output the file it doesn't print those blue guides. So I'll go ahead and save a PDF vector, and then I'll go back and get the JPEG I need for my mockup. Okay, so name this Mirage Basketball front PDF, save. Now I'll save a JPEG just for the mockup purposes. Export JPEG. Okay. Now I'm going to actually do the back. They want some text down the back, so check this out. I'm going to delete this logo, and I've got another file here where we've got some text on the back. So I'll copy these and paste them to here. Let me bring my guides back so I can see what I'm looking at. But we've got some text for the left side, the left foot, and some text for the right foot. Alright, now notice I've got these big bars to kind of separate the text from the rest of the artwork to make it stand out more. Now I will basically write down the text that he wants. So they want it to say Mirage and basketball on this side. and hide the guides, and I'm done. That's my back file. And this is my print file for the back, so I'll save the vector PDF. Save as. I'm going to call it Mirage Basketball Back. And I'll grab my JPEG for the mockup, export as JPEG. Now I'm going to return to the Silky Socks website and start the mockup process. I'll click on Design Lab, and this time the product I want is the athletic Blackfoot socks. So that's this first one here. I'll hit customize it. Alright, so I've got my socks blanks here, similar to the other one. Got the dotted line box. Alright, so I'm going to hit add image here, upload a photo, and we're going to go ahead and upload that JPEG we just made. Here it is right here. Alright, now that the image is in, I'll go ahead and extend it all the way to the dotted lines. And once I've covered it all the way to the dotted lines, top and bottom, I can go ahead and hit the preview button, and there's my mock-up for the front. Look at that. Next, I'll go ahead and hit this button to download it, and I'll rename it. Before I give it to my client, I'll call it front, and make sure you do that. Don't forget that step so your client knows exactly what they're getting. Then let's return and create the mock-up for the back. Alright, now I'm going to hit add image and grab the back. Same thing, guys. I'm going to extend this all the way to the dotted lines. Alright, so now I got the back side here, Mirage Basketball. I'll hit the preview, and there's your preview for the back. Again, I'll download it here and hit the preview button here, and there you have it. Mirage on one leg and basketball down the other. Just make sure, again, you label this back so your client knows what he's looking at, so he's not confused. And once you get approval from your client, all you have to do is send us the print file and the mock-up, and we can go straight to production. And there you have it, guys. Here's the final product. We got the Roosevelt socks with the camouflage, the Cause logo down here, logo on both sides. Then I got my Mirage basketball sock here. That's the front. Flip it over, we got the back. Super clean, super comfortable. Here's that cushion bottom that I was telling you guys about earlier. So thank you for watching the video. Shout out to the ISS show and all our customers and our friends that we meet there. And we're ready to work for you out here at Silky Socks, so let's do some business. Send us your orders, send us your artwork, and let's get this going. Let's go. Bless your feet.